LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets are trying to play spoilers to teams like the Miami Heat, who desperately need to right their wrongs. They're 32-28. They acquired Kevin Love at the deadline. He went scoreless in his first game as a Heat. He knocks in the three right there, his first buckets in a Miami uniform. Other end, how about LaMelo? A little give and go with Nick Richards. LaMelo showing the late season chemistry with some of these Charlotte Hornets that's kind of, stopped them from really being a serious team out east thus far this year. LaMelo with the dish to Kelly Oubre, and then how about Dennis Smith Jr.? He ain't need no pass. He just threw it down by his lonesome on the head top of Max Strus. Actually got a technical foul for Tannen. Come on, ref. Let him have that moment. Love having himself a moment. Another three-pointer. At the half, though, Miami trailed by 3. Third quarter, they're going to get 3 back. Jimmy Butler inside to Bam Adebayo. That's a deuce plus the foul. Third quarter, LaMelo going crazy. Ball putting on a 3-point clinic. He would actually knock in 3 straight threes at one point. That's the second one. And then here's the third one. Heat check, temperature check. LaMelo balling out. He had 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 13 assists. Speaking of balling out, how about Tyler Herro? He led everybody in scoring with 33. Miami's within a couple possessions in the fourth. Gabe Vincent's going to actually tie this one up at 88 with that finish. Hornets, though, got some much-needed energy and effort from Mark Williams. How about Mark? Career game for him. More on him in a second, but first things first, Gordon Hayward with the deuce. Hornets up by 6 with 4 minutes to go. LaMelo doing all he can to keep the Heat around. It's a one-possession game. Under a minute to go. He desperately got to have a stop. Mark Williams said, "You're not going to get it." Mark crashing the boards for one of his 20 rebounds. That's a career high, 7 offensive. He also puts in the dunk for 2 of his 18 points. That's also a career high. That effort helps the Hornets get the 108-103 win. It's their 4th win in a row. Heat star and leader Jimmy Butler didn't hold back after the team's loss to the Hornets. He said, "We lost. I don't care if we were down 30 or lose by 30 or lose by 1. We lost. And I don't think anybody in here wants to lose. We got to figure this out very, very quickly." Could they figure it out against the Philadelphia 76ers? Joel Embiid's Philadelphia 76ers are coming off a tough loss to Boston on Saturday night. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are just coming off of a lot of losses. Who would right their wrongs on Monday night from Philadelphia? First quarter, it looked like it would be the team in blue as James Harden knocks in the 3. Other end we go. Off the Bam Adebayo miss. Jimmy Butler's got his back. The rebound and the score. And then Butler finding Kevin Love starting to get acclimated in that Miami white. Tyrese Maxey pretty much just heaving it somehow, some way for his team. Ty Max made a play. Embiid's made plays for Philadelphia all season. His fadeaway goes. On the other end, it's Butler again crashing the boards. He knew that Bam Adebayo was going to miss a lot of shots, huh? Miami's going to take an 8-point lead. You see Jimmy Butler, who had 23 points, 11 boards, 9 assists in this one, gets the bucket to go. Third quarter, Joel Embiid inside. Tyrese Maxey with the Euro step. Philadelphia's deficit is cut down to 1 possession. All right, finally, Bam Adebayo's not missing. He gets the mid-range jump shot to go. He had 13 points. And then Tyler Herro knocks in an off-balance three-pointer. Miami back up by 9. Look at this block from Cody Zeller on Embiid. You do not see that every day. Embiid, with a seemingly easy finish, gets pinned. Philadelphia's not going to give up, though. How about James Harden making some dimes, 1 to Maxey for 3, and then back to Embiid. This time around, nobody blocks that one. It's a 2-point game. 90 seconds to go. How about Jimmy Butler putting some English on the go-ahead bucket for Miami. Now Philadelphia needs at least a point to tie two to take the lead. They give their two superstars opportunities. Joel Embiid gets blocked once again, and then James Harden gets a chance to win this bad boy at the buzzer. Harden had 20. He needed 23. Embiid's 27 and 12, not enough either, as the Miami Heat get a much-needed road victory by Deuce behind Jimmy Butler's game winner. Miami's now 33 and 29 on the season. Well, Jimmy Butler recently said that his team had to play better. And hey, I like when people not only talk a good game, but they go back it up. The man went out and scored the game-winning bucket against a really good Philadelphia 76ers team. A team, by the way, I still don't think Philly wants to play in the playoffs. It's Miami. It's been a bad year for Miami. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I watched a good amount of Heat games, and it ain't been there with Miami. They can lose to anybody in the league. They can lose to the worst team in the league. They can lose to the best team in the league. Any given, I haven't seen it this year with the Heat, and I really ain't been able to kind of hone in on what exactly is going wrong. I know the Kyle Lowry thing ain't worked out at all. And that's been a disaster. That's a fail. I thought he was going to get dealt at the deadline, but I don't think anybody wants to swallow his contract right now, to be honest with you. That has been an absolute failure. Everybody was, over the years joking about Kyle Lowry's body and how he oftentimes didn't look like a professional athlete. And, now he's falling off a cliff. It is, I don't think he can make the court. You can't justify putting him on the court over some of those shooters that they got. By the way, another one that they got to pay in a couple months here, Max Strus. What you gonna do about that? He gonna get a bag. He's gonna get a bag from somewhere, and it won't be Miami because they're running out of money. The thing about the Heat, though, following their Eastern Conference Finals run, remember, they were just minutes away from making it to the NBA Finals, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it feels like Miami would have been as good of, if not a better matchup against Golden State, looking back on things. I mean, I don't know. Who's to know? Like, the Warriors pretty much based that run off Steph. I don't know. Would Andrew Wiggins would have had the impact that he ended up having if he had to deal with Jimmy Butler? I don't know. Well, I mean, again, we can't go back in time. I mean, we're just talking about ifs right now. But the Heat, I bet, are going to try to right the wrongs of what went wrong this season with one of these magical playoff runs. They're still a team that you do not want to play in the playoffs because they just get on your nerves. And they're very well coached by Eric Spoelstra. And when you put them in a series format, they can adjust really well. I wouldn't want to play them. I would not want to, because they about to try to do fix the whole playoff. They're gonna fix the whole regular season with a playoff run. So that's a team you want to watch out for how they close the year. If they win a few games in a row, following Jimmy Butler's call out, this is a team that you do not want to play in the playoffs because they've had a really bad regular season. They've definitely underwhelmed. And they can easily, if they get back to the Eastern Conference Finals, everybody will shut up about the bad regular season. And Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, they know that.